Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to some Toronto Raptors news and some Toronto Raptors love. And usually, as has been the case this season, it's involving Scottie Barnes. And now, I know what some people might be thinking, more videos on Scottie Barnes, talking about him again, right? Actually, no, that's a lie. Because all Toronto Raptors fans, they want to hear what people have to say about our emerging superstar. That's the only thing to call him right now at this point, considering what we've seen out there on the court, his ability to play, his personality off the court. He has that big personality where he's leading his teammates. He's a great listen in terms of interviews and all those sorts of things. And people are raving about him. And first, before we dive into it, there's some interesting stats that are coming up with Scottie Barnes. And if you look at his just box score, he's outdoing everyone's expectations in terms of what we thought we'd get from Scottie Barnes coming into this year, right? 17 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. And honestly, those assist numbers, they could even go up as we have more and more guys making shots and Siakam comes back in the lineup, because oftentimes he's throwing it open to open shooters and then occasionally the shots aren't going down. I feel like Scottie Barnes' assist numbers are only going to go up, right? And he's a tremendous defender. His energy's on another level. And this is crazy for a guy that came in this season averaging 10 points per game in college, right? Obviously, not everyone, Riker and I, there's video evidence. We were excited with the Scottie Barnes pick, but pretty well everyone in our chat was disappointed. Why are we drafting the guy that's averaged 10 points per game in college? Came off the bench. But somehow, some way, obviously we didn't watch a lot of him in college, but somehow, some way, he's almost doubled his scoring average. 17 points per game, not 18 points per game. My contacts in, but so maybe not doubled, but close to, if you round up by the fifths, he's almost doubled the scoring average in college, and that's just something truly remarkable. So that's his box score numbers, and those are only going to go up. He's still so raw. He still doesn't even take as many shots as we want him to see. So that's huge, and he's also in a class of his own with I love the arbitrary statistics that people bring up to hype up players, but they do usually indicate a player is a top level. And Raptors Scottie Barnes is one of 2 players since 1985-86 season with 170 plus points, 85 plus rebounds while shooting 50% or better from the field in his first 10 career games. The only other person to do that is Shaquille O'Neal. Now, some people call Shaquille O'Neal the most dominant player of all time. Does that mean Scottie Barnes is also on that path to competing for the most dominant player of all time in recognition? I don't know. But I love how cherry-picked these statistics are. But if it's putting Scottie Barnes in a tier of his own, I'm all for it, right? We got our own stats, because Scottie Barnes is, 11-time Scottie Barnes Award winner. That's miles ahead of anyone else out there that's ever won the award. So shout out Scottie Barnes for getting the true achievements, the true stuff like that. But I digress on the Mimi stats, but I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, put in a tier of Shaquille O'Neal, no matter how arbitrary the tier is always a positive. But it's not only the stats, it's not only the numbers, but people have been raving about Scottie Barnes, and we made a video reacting to Kevin Durant's comments, Blake Griffin's comments, but more and more people have come out, and Charles Barkley, obviously notorious Raptor lover, notorious, I don't know if that's the correct word for that, but he's guaranteed Scottie Barnes winning the Rookie of the Year this season. Talking about his energy, all the stuff that he brings to the table, Charles Barkley is amped up on some Raptors young players, so you love to see the support from Charles Barkley there, and we're getting the same of it. Some more love from Kendrick Perkins himself, right? He's been on the Raptors bandwagon occasionally. He's jumped on specifically Pascal's bandwagon for a while, and then he's been quiet on Pascal as of late. You'd like to see the support pick up a little bit for Pascal, while it's really against the grain to be rooting for the guy. I know I've been taking some heat for supporting Spicy P, but he's came out and said on his I think they changed the name. It's not The Jump anymore. The show that replaced The Jump, but essentially saying that well, they had a graphic that Scottie Barnes is the odds-on favorite to win Rookie of the Year. That's what Vegas is putting out, so Vegas knows what's up. And then Kendrick Perkins, out of all the awards, because they had the MVP odds, the Rookie of the Year odds, the Defensive Player of the Year odds, all that sort of stuff. And Kendrick Perkins said that he's most into the Scottie Barnes prediction. If he was laying money down, he'd be putting money down on Scottie Barnes winning Rookie of the Year. So love to see support from those guys. And we've also got NBA insider Brian Windhorst come out and speak on Scottie Barnes, his potential with, I believe it was TSN, and he essentially came out and said that Scottie Barnes is a potential superstar. That's the direct quote, and that's something rare to see from a player in his rookie season that wasn't even that highly touted coming into the draft, right? Superstar is usually only coined for generational type potential players that have been shown coming up for the young ages. Now, I know Scottie Barnes is a guy that was a top recruit for a while. He's the number 4 pick for a reason, right? He's not some guy that we just randomly picked at the end of the draft. However, that's still extremely high praise 10 games into your career from a guy in Windhorst who doesn't really have any Raptors biases. Obviously, Riker and I might be able to spew this, throw the word superstar around to our guys a little bit more loosely, more comfortably than a lot of non-Raptors oriented podcasters would, or videos or analysis. And that's how it is. That's just how it is. But it's nice to see Scottie Barnes getting that credit. And the question is, will he be able to keep it up? Will he be able to maintain this energy? Because obviously, he's a guy that's playing on a team that's loaded at the sort of wing positions right now. Trent has emerged. OG is our number 1 option at this point. Pascal Siakam was our number 1 option last season, is coming back. Will Scottie Barnes be moved to the bench? He can't be at this point. But right, that's something to be considered. Right, the rookie wall, will his lack of jump shot occasionally, even though his mid-ranger seems to be pure money, I don't know why he doesn't take it more often, right? Will that have an effect on what ends up playing out for Scottie Barnes? We don't really know, right? We know what will occur, but I think his game is very well suited to overcome that rookie wall, right? That I don't think people will really, because there's a lot of rookies that come in and they surprise people with a special move, with an ability to do something random, whether it's with a post move or a guard. They have specific handles, and then people start to figure them out. The scouting report gets picked up and they start to figure them out halfway through their rookie season. But, and rookies are usually one-dimensional coming in. They don't have a great feel for the game. Whereas Scottie Barnes right now is not only his feel is just tremendous, but he's not doing anything that's too crazy, right? If he was coming down as a poor shooter in college and shooting 55% from the 3-point line and getting all his points from behind the arc, then I'd be like, okay, maybe we should reserve. It could be a hot streak, who really knows? But he's doing all his work in the paint. He's being extremely efficient. He does it on the defensive end, which is half the reason everyone's loving him. And his decision making is like he's an NBA veteran, like he's a 10-year NBA veteran. He comes in the lane, makes the right passes, makes the right finishes, makes the right choices, and the only thing he really needs to do is be more assertive, which is it's a great problem to have for a rookie. Usually rookies end up forcing their game a little bit, but Scottie Barnes has perfectly fell into his role, fell into his mold. So I'm elated that we have a guy that has that superstar potential, and I do want to speak on what Windhorst said. He said he doesn't see the Raptors making a big change, having Scottie Barnes having a big impact this season. He even coined how Luka Doncic, LeBron James in their early years didn't impact winning. Don't use this as me saying he's guaranteed better than Luka, LeBron, or any of these guys, but clearly Scottie Barnes is having an impact on winning when he's out there on the court. The team looks so much smoother. We go on runs. His energy is infectious, and I'm high on the Toronto Raptors. Despite the few losses we had this past week, I think Siakam returning might be harmful in the short term, just getting the chemistry back and all that sort of stuff, but it's going to do wonders for this team as the season goes along. Integrating him back in alongside of Scottie Barnes, alongside all the guys that we've had. I'm high on the Toronto Raptors. I'm high on Scottie. I'm picking him for my Rookie of the Year, even though we'll have to do another Raptors buy and sell at some point. But let us know what you guys think. You guys are the best to make this far. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, all that cool stuff. Right, channel memberships, lots of cool perks coming. Riker's planning out the call-in stuff. He's big on the call-in side of things this week. Merchandise should be linked down below if you want some fire Raptors Digest hoodies, some OGs hoodies, all that merch. But anyways, you guys are the best. I'm signing off. Cheers.